going to give you a quick and easy lesson on how to create an email address in Outlook Express. Once opened, click on Tools, Accounts. Now in this point here you may have something in the Internet Accounts book. If you do, either ignore or delete according to what you would like. Now if you had actually just installed Outlook Express, you may have some accounts in here, and a lot of them will be test accounts or news accounts. You can delete them. All you simply do is go over here, click on the one you don't want, go over here and click on remove. Now here we just want to add an email address, so we click on add mail. Now pop in your display name, so that would probably be your name or the business name. So here we'll put in John Smith and click on next. Now pop in your email address. Now your email address will be something that will have been given to you by your ISP, or you will have an email address associated with your domain name. So here we'll put in John at isp.com, assuming that he's going to use an ISP domain name. Click on next and you'll come up with the email server names. Now the email server name section is quite important, and you will have two different options for this depending on whether you're using an ISP or a domain name based email address. Let's assume first you're using an ISP based email address. So here you would type in mail.isp, being your ISP name.com, and here you would pop in smtp.isp, again being your ISP name.com. Now assuming here you're actually using a web-based email address or a domain-based email address, you would only change the incoming mail section. You would not need to change the outgoing mail section. So here we'll just put in domain name being your domain name.com, and you leave your outgoing mail with your ISP. Now the reason for that is the email must go through an outgoing server of your ISP. Your web hosting service for your domain name has not got the capabilities of routing email through it. So therefore it must always sit with your service provider for your outgoing mail, or you'll never ever be able to send mail. So click on next here. Now your account name is your email address. So it's John at isp.com, and just pop in your password. Here you can click on remember or not to remember your password. If you click remember password to be off, you will always have to add your password when you send and receive. If other people are using your computer or you want to keep it private, you're best to keep that off. Otherwise, leave it clicked on and you will always be able to send and receive without manually putting in your password each time. So click on next and finish. Now you'll see here that it isn't actually identifying your account, and if you've got a number of accounts, email accounts, you'll want to change that to something you recognize. So click on properties and just type in here John Smith, and everything else there just needs to remain the same. Here you've got your information about your server and your account and your login. You can change that if you need to at any point. Click on apply, OK, and then close, and you're now set up to send and receive emails.